Coach. First opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken in after one. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 43 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. throwing on first down. Edwards. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now Edwards from the gun on third down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Edwards now to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this will be caught at the 30. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. Edwards. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Falcons! Amari Cooper, 42 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Edwards going to throw again. That is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's Edwards on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. To throw is Edwards. On 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Edwards on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning.
He'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's into the clear. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Edwards now throwing again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Edwards. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Safarian Jenkins has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But Mike,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do it, baby.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So 2 minutes to go in a wild 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively.
when I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Fighting to stay upright. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Edwards throwing on 1st down. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's got this down to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Edwards, looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw is Edwards from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Edwards, off play action. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 3rd. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Finding room inside the 40. And now he bowls him over. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Edwards now operating from the gun. Looking for the end zone, caught. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
Now a handoff looking right. There he goes again. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And marked him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare, because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on first down. Space to run past the 20. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Edwards. And that is going to be incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Edwards on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now 3rd and long coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield. And he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from the 1. One receiver right is Watkins.
Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist released and pushed down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number...
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. Oh, this is blocked. Sanders now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Set. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green,
Back to
39.
throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking to throw. Edwards. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Edwards, operating from the gun. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Back to throw here. This one caught left side by Cooper. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now Edwards on 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.